Do you have a better sense, Jen, of of that workforce that includes about 4 million people? Are we correct in believing that it's not the congressional branch or the judicial branches of government? It's just the federal.
For the requirements, yes, it's the federal branch of government. Yes.
Okay, and that workforce is about 4 million people.
I believe that's correct. I can double check the numbers for you.
Do you have any sense of just a ballpark of how many of those people remain unvaccinated? What are we talking about here?
It's an understandable question, but what we've been doing and been implementing over the past several weeks is this attestation process, which is still underway. So we're still implementing that, and we'll have a better sense once we begin to implement the vaccination requirements.
Where's the frustration level from the president that he's giving yet another speech urging Americans to get vaccinated? He has said there are limitations in what his speeches can do. Why is there any hope that this will change anything at all?
Well, this speech isn't just words. He's announcing, and I would argue that the bully pulpit for any president can be quite powerful. But what the president is announcing is a series of bold and ambitious steps to address COVID, to save more lives, to protect more people. And that's what the American people can expect to hear from him today. What he will also acknowledge, and I don't know if you were touching on this or attempting to touch on this, is the frustration that tens of millions of Americans are feeling across the country. We've heard governors, we've heard leaders voice that. We've heard many Americans in the streets that you all have interviewed voice that expression of frustration. People who are vaccinated, who are frustrated that they can't go back to normal, that they're fearful about sending their kids to school when there aren't necessary requirements. And the president's speech today is going to hopefully take steps forward to help ease those fears and address that concern. Go ahead.
Jen, for the people who don't choose to be vaccinated and don't fall into one of those limited exceptions, what are the consequences? Is it be vaccinated or be let go?
Well, again, there are limited exceptions, but yeah, the expectation is that if you want to work in the federal government or be a contractor, you need to be vaccinated unless you are eligible for one of the exemptions.